What's going on, everyone? My name is Under the Radar, and welcome back to the PPL. This is going to be the team builder for week 2. I'm going to try to make this extremely quick, and I do apologize if I rush. However, this team was very simple for me to make. It was very simple in prep, and overall, I think it'll be very simple in execution as well. I'm playing up against Will, aka Makati, coach of the Bouffalant Bills. However, I will actually not be playing against him because my work schedule very much conflicting with his vacation schedule and him being out of town. I'm actually going to be playing Reddithin. He's also in TBU, very good friend of mine, very beautiful person. I strongly suggest you guys go check out his channel. He does some amazing content. But realistically, Will's team is very terrifying. I think I do not have the matchup in this one, which is a little upsetting. His team, however, is Mega Pinsir, Skarmory, Nihilego, Vaporeon, Tangrowth, Zygarde 10%, Hitmonlee, Delphox, which is his Super Z move user, Raichu, and Basculin. Now, before this game, like his week 1 game, his team was much different. He had Druddigon, Stoutland, and Hippowdon over Nihilego and Zygarde 10%. I would have much rather faced him with that team, because his only really good offensive threats against me are Zygarde 10% and Nihilego. Like, that's literally the only two things that I'm scared of on his team. Mega Pinsir isn't a problem because of the Zapdos set I brought. I have one of the best checks to it, actually, in Zapdos. Skarmory isn't a problem for my team to deal with because I have a Cure in Black. Vaporeon also is not a problem for me to deal with because I have a Cure in Black. Tangrowth is not a problem for me to deal with. Like, literally, if he did not make those two transfers, Cure in Black was just going to be a bulky sub-roost set and sit in front of his face and never die. So I'm a little upset he made these transfers. However, you know, life sucks and then you die, so you got to make a team. And this was a team that I made. Now, I still wanted to bring this thing. This has this item on it, but whenever I transferred it over, it didn't copy. So this is a Cure in Black set. That is a very fast and offensive Cure in Black set. It's not very bulky, but that is because of this Mew set right here. I'm going to talk about these two pretty much in conjunction. With Ice Beam, Fusion Bolt, Roost, and Dragon Claw, this has the potential to literally sweep his team as long as I outspeed everything. The problem is he has a lot of really fast things. So how do you outspeed fast things? Well, you pass a Rock Polish into it from Spadef Mew. Spadef Mew walls a vast majority of his team, actually. Specifically, it walls the Nihilego pretty well. It can wall the Vaporeon if it doesn't have Roar, Tangrowth if he doesn't have Rock Tomb. Fuck you, Jolt, for bringing that in the mocks. It can wall Delphox pretty well unless he's Z Never-Ending Nightmare. It can wall Raichu and Basculin all pretty well unless he's no, even then, like Crunch Basculin, I can live a Rock Polish and then I can Baton Pass out in my Cure in Black, and I can literally 6-0 his entire team. The only problem is the fact that Nihilego can live any one Dragon Claw or Fusion Bolt from this Cure in Black set, so I do need to get some chip damage off on it first. But even so, early game, it might scare the fuck out of him enough to where it'll force him to sack off a couple things, and then I can just play around it that way. But Mew has a lot of room to set up in this game, and I really like Spadef Mew. It also helps wall Zygarde pretty well because I am pretty fat. I can get off chip damage I need for things like Gren, Water Shuriken to kill it, my Suicune, if I carry Ice Beam, I can kill it. Things like Kin Power Zapdos. So this Mew set is a really good bulky pivot this game. I'm a little upset I brought it bulky both weeks, but you know, if it works, it works, and it really fit the team makeup this week. But these two in conjunction are going to be extremely pivotal this game. This Zapdos set is actually pretty self-explanatory. It's my check to Swords Dance Mega Pinsir. If he wants to bring Swords Dance, he can set up on pretty much anything on my team and it won't die unless it's named Cure in Black or Gren. So because of that, I want, or Roar on my Suicune, but because of that, I want to be able to make sure I can live a +2 Stone Edge, and with this, after Rocks, I can guarantee live a +2 Stone Edge, I can click Thunderbolt, and I can OHKO it, and that makes me very happy. This is also not that, it is Hidden Power Ice. I don't know how to spell power ice. That is also that, so I can hit Zygarde. But yeah, very self-explanatory, pretty much just my Mega Pinsir check. But then we have a Spadef Fortress. This thing is also pretty important to the team because of the fact that it's Spadef with an Akaberry. I can guarantee live any 1, maybe 2 hits from the Nihilego if he's locked into Thunderbolt or something like that. And I can click Gyro Ball, and it does a minimum of 110% to Nihilego, so that makes me happy. I can also Volt Switch around his team pretty freely unless he brings his Zygarde in on this thing, but if it catches a Gyro Ball, it's not going to appreciate it. Or unless he brings in his Raichu on me, so that's pretty cool. I really do like the way this thing works out. Being able to pressure his sweepers to not be able to come in as I set up rocks. Oh, also, his only hazard remover is Skarmory, and his only hazard setters are Mega Pinsir, Nihilego, and yeah, just those, and Skarmory. So If he doesn't bring Skarmory, I'm getting up rocks turn 1. Like that's just something that has to happen. If he does bring Skarmory, I can still get up rocks and then Volt Switch on it. Even if he taunts me, I don't care. I'll still be Volt Switching, and then I'll get to go into my Mew, and then I'll be able to click Rock Polish, and then go into my Kyurem Black, and potentially 6-0 him from the very beginning of the game. Yeah, these three mons right here make a really good bulky pivot core, along with a really good potential late game cleaner, as well as a very good wall breaker. Speaking of late game cleaner and or wall breaker, we have Specs Greninja, because Specs Greninja is Water Shuriken, like priority in general, is amazing versus his team. His only resistances to it are Tangrowth and Vaporeon. So if I can weaken his entire team, I can literally click Water Shuriken and just hope I get enough hits and kill everything on his team. It does about 50% to things like Nihilego, Zygarde at 3 hits. Same thing with Delphox, Raichu dies to it. I outspeed everything on his team, and that's really nice. And I really like that. Oh, the speed on this thing is to outspeed Hitmonlee at plus, if he gets his Unburden boost, to make sure that no matter what, I can outspeed it if he doesn't have Mach Punch, so I can guarantee kill it, and I have a minus def nature, so Mach Punch is doing as little as possible. Should have mentioned that, but whenever I thought Greninja, that's instantly what I went to. But this Gren set is extremely powerful against his team. It has the potential to pick up a bunch of kills. But now we have this set, which is totally false. Holy crap, this was... Jesus, why did that do that? Shout out to Showdown. It was this... and this. No, this. And this. That looks about right. Toxic Scald, Protect, and Roar. Roar is there because if I can get on my rocks, I can roar him out, and I can pretty much have everything take the damage that I want to with this thing. I have Protect to scout for Z's Solar Beam from Delphox, because that thing is actually pretty threatening to my team, especially if he's Calm Mind with Z Solar Beam. Scald is there because it's actually really good against his team. Mega Pinsir, Skarmory, Nihilego, Zygarde, Hitmonlee, Delphox, Raichu. None of them want to switch in on Scald, so it pretty much forces in his Vaporeon. I can click Toxic and I can roar it out, and I can pretty much put that thing on a massive timer. And Vaporeon, if it doesn't have Roar, is set up fodder for my Mew to just go into my Kyurem Black and absolutely fuck his asshole. And ultimately, I think Suicune is a really good bulky pivot, because it tells me what his Zygarde set is. It tells me what his Nihilego set is. Like, if Nihilego is doing a whole lot more than, say, what it... So if Nihilego cannot 3-hit KO me, it cannot 2-hit KO me with Thunderbolt. Zygarde to my Suicune set, if I click Protect once, Thousand Arrows is not a 3-hit KO from Banded Zygarde. So that'll tell me instantly exactly what items he is, and it'll tell me how to play around it to kill it with either my Gren, with one of my bulky pivots, or whether I have to risk Water Shuriken late game. So ultimately, having this massive scouting tool is just going to be so helpful the entire game. Same thing with my Fortress. But ultimately, that is the team that I'm going to bring in against Will. It was fairly self-explanatory and fairly simple for me to bring. I pretty much saw that Kyurem Black did a whole lot, and I thought, how can I get a +2 speed into Kyurem Black? I don't want to run Agility Zapdos, so Rock Polish Mew. And I just pretty much built from there. But that is the team, guys. I'm going to go ahead and hop on out of here so I can get this up somewhat on time at a somewhat decent hour. But I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to leave a like down below. Go visit all of my opponents, I guess you could call them, channels down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. What's going on, everyone? My name is Under the Radar, and welcome back to the PPL. I'm just letting you guys know the green screen, the everything quality isn't going to be as good, but I have a blistering headache. My 21st birthday was last night, so my headache is like through the roof. If I turn on the lights to make the green screen work properly, I might actually throw up and want to kill myself. But we're going up against Redithin. He's playing for Makati this week. And you guys should know the team, because I'm going to be putting a team builder before this. It's going to be a really long video, and I do apologize. But hey, it'll make it a little bit easier for the analysts, I guess, when watching team builder and stuff. But if you want to know what I'm bringing a Spadef Mew, Specs Gren, Electrium Z Kyurem, Fizdef Zapdos with a Charty Berry, Mixed Defensive Suicune, something else that I can't remember right now because I'm absolutely exhausted. Fortress. That's right. Fortress is my lead. He brought weird stuff. Okay. He brought Basculin again. That's pretty cool. What didn't he bring that I was expecting him to bring? Ooh, Bills. He didn't bring Skarmory. He didn't bring any of his transfers that aren't updated just yet. Didn't bring Skarmory. Didn't bring Tangrowth. Okay. But he still didn't bring any hazard movers, so that means for me I need to get up rocks ASAP. If he wants to lead off with Mega Pinsir to set up a Sword Stance, I do not care. If he leads off with his only rocker being Nihilego, well, I guess Mega Pinsir could be a rock setter, but his only rock setter aside from that is Nihilego, and if he wants to lead off with that, I can set up my rocks on it, click Gyro Ball, and OHKO it. So that's a good thing, I guess. I'm so tired. Like, it's only 9:40 and I'm absolutely exhausted. We're going to lead off with Boobies. We're going to lead off with God. It's Basculin. Okie doke. I am physically defensive. I'm tempted to just click Volt Switch here because I'll get some momentum. But at the same time, I really want my rocks up. And that's most important in this game, honestly. Goes for the Taunt. I didn't even know this thing got Taunt. Didn't even know it got Taunt. That's how little I actually looked into Basculin. However, right here, I can still click Volt Switch, and the only thing that'll stop it is if he goes into his Raichu or his Nihilego. Either one of those, I'm not super worried about. Let me see. So if he's Life Orbed, Waterfall is doing less than 50%. Gyro Ball is doing 26, Volt Switch is doing 44. If he goes into his Raichu after this, I can click Gyro Ball on it. I don't really care if he gets the Volt Absorb because I still have my Mew, which is pretty good. I'm just gonna click Volt Switch right here. I don't really think I lose much from it. He might just use a move to try to break my thingy thing. Have fun, man. Like, if he goes into Raichu, it's not the end of the world, but I don't think he'll go into Raichu. I think that'll be a pretty big risk for him. But if I click Volt Switch here, and he goes into something to try to capitalize on me not having up rocks, like, that's really cool that this thing gets rocks. I didn't even know it. Yeah. Going for Hidden Power Fire. So he's going to pop my Akaberry. So this thing is going to be taking about 50% or so to this Volt Switch. That did literally 0. And he is Life Orbed, so this means that my Gren will guarantee outspeed it, and I get to fire off a Choice Specs Dark Pulse, and I get to either A, pick up a kill, or get very close to picking up a kill. Since this thing is only 98 speed, that's exactly what I'm going to do. His switch-ins to Dark Pulse are almost nothing. Also, I was just watching Shoddy's Team Builder for this week, so shout out to that, if that ever comes on, like if that plays while I'm doing this. Yep, I'm going to go directly into Gren. I'm going to click Choice Specs Dark Pulse. If he goes into his thing, his Vaporeon, Choice Specs Dark Pulse is doing about 36 to 44, so that'd be really nice for me to scout out the damage. At the same time, this might force in the Vaporeon, which, you know, I'm fine with. Getting that thing weakened is really nice. H3 meme. Okay. Let's see how much this Choice Specs Dark Pulse does. It does a good amount. He's not leftovers. I'm going to go back in my fortress and I'm going to get up my rocks. They're still really important in this game, in case you guys, like, couldn't tell how important they are from the very beginning. They're so important. Like, getting off 25% on Mega Pinsir means he instantly dies to a Thunderbolt. Getting off the 12% on the Nihilego is really big. Getting off that damage on Raichu is also really big. And since I'm Spadef, this is going to not do a whole lot unless he gets the burn, which will be really nice for me. But he's probably going to set up a Wish right here, which is really nice. And now that I know that he's special, I'm considering clicking Volt Switch again. I'm really considering expecting him to try to go into his Basculin. However, I do want my rocks up. We have for Scald. Shouldn't be doing a whole lot to me. I am Spadef. Nice. He does get the burn, of course. So now that this thing is pretty much crippled, it's still going to be nice as death fodder later on, but getting up those rocks is pretty important. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click Volt Switch because I should be able to live a, what's it called? So he has Wish and Scald. I'm going to click Volt Switch right here. I'm just trying to see if I want to set up on this thing. He goes for another Wish, that's fine. That did a good amount. I'm gonna try to set up with Mew and see what he does. Like, if I set up a Rock Polish, I will outspeed all of his Scarfers, and I could theoretically just win with my Kyurem, like, right now. So I'm gonna set up a Rock Polish. See what he wants to do. He's gonna withdraw. What is he going into? Not gonna write you a love song. I love it. So now that I have my Rock Polish up, I will be outspeeding this Raichu. And Mew, Raichu. Psyshock is doing 54% to this thing, which is really good damage. And my Kyurem Dragon Claw is doing 100% minimum if he has no HP investment. I kind of want to go for a Psyshock, but at the same time I also want to just click Baton Pass. Actually, I'm going to turn on my lights because I can see my green screen outline. Sorry that it's going to get all weird on you and whatnot, but I kind of just want to click Baton Pass. I don't think I lose anything from it. Like, if he clicks Z fighting move expecting me to go into Kyurem right now, like, that would be a little bit of an issue, but that's the only thing. If he clicks Volt Switch, I pick up a kill. He went for Volt Switch, cool. No versus Heligo. I think if he goes into Nihilego right here, I'm going to waste my Fusion Bolt Z move. Because I can 2-hit KO Vaporeon pretty easily, actually. If he goes into his Pinsir, I'll kill it with Ice Beam. If he goes into his Zygarde, I'm pretty sure I kill it through Ice Beam, through Yachi. Yeah, Yachi does 103 min. That's if he has no HP investment. He will definitely have some HP investment. For it to kill... Well, Dragon Claw will also kill it. I think right now Ethan is saying shit. I can hope at least. Like, I literally kill everything with this Kyurem. H3 meme. Fusion Bolt is doing 59 to 70. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to click Fusion Bolt, hoping that he doesn't click Roar so I can save my Z move for the Nihilego. He can definitely live this. Let's see if he does have the Roar. If he does, anything he roars me into, he won't really appreciate taking on. Almost kills him. What does he go for? He goes for the Roar. Okay, so he does have Roar. That is still fine. Like, I probably should have used my Z move there. Like, it would have been really good. But now I'm back into this, and he doesn't really have much of a choice as to what he's going to do here. I'm surprised he wasn't Wakanberry. I'm just going to click Volt Switch right here. I didn't really lose a whole lot from it. I will be killing off this this Mew, or I'm sorry, this Vaporeon. I don't know if going for the electric move was the right play there, because if I did that, like, he could have instantly gone into his Nihilego. But see, now I'm in a little bit of a predicament. Actually, no, I'm not, because what I can do is I can go into my Suicune, force in the Raichu, sack off my Fortress, and then play him that way. That's what I'll do. I still have a chance to set up with my Mew and get back into my Kyurem. The awesome thing is, though, because of his team and because of what they are, yeah, cool, that's exactly what I wanted. So now this thing is taking the 12%, I'm sorry. So he can click Volt Switch right here and gain some momentum. And I'm fine. I don't, like, it would have been nice to get the 6-0 with Kyurem, but I'm not aiming to get a 6-0. I'd rather get a very solid win. So I think sacking off Fortress right here is going to be the best play. Cool. It's at 56. I don't really know what item he is, though. So we did go into God and got the Wish back up. However, now my Mew versus Basculin. Life Orb Waterfall is doing less than 50%. If he's Crunch, it's doing the exact same as Waterfall if he's Life Orb. So I can just go back into Mew and set up a Rock Polish and try to do this all over again. In theory. In theory, I can do that. How much does Gren? Gren's Dark Pulse guaranteed kills this thing too. However, I think this is my best thing that I can set up with on my, like, with Mew. I think I'm going to go into Granite, I'm going to click Dark Pulse. It's better than setting up like this early. Wait, Fortress actually got a kill with Volt Switch. That's pretty cool. I'm going to click Choice Specs Dark Pulse. He doesn't have good switch-ins to this, like, at all. Also, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm, like, extremely sunburnt from work. It's made me so much more tired than what it normally was. Also, I promised a layout. I've worked 20 hours in the past 2.5 days, something like that. So I'm exhausted. I hardly doubt that I'll be even bringing layouts to this stuff, but what I will be doing is still be trying my very best in these matches. I did have some good mock battles, which is really nice. It's nice though, he doesn't have switch-ins to this. Like, if I can get off a little bit of chip damage on that Nihilego, like, I could clean up with this thing just clicking Water Shuriken. So this should kill unless he has, like, a significant amount of HP investment, which he does not. So Gren picks up another kill. That's really nice. He's probably going to go into Raichu. No, he went into this thing. Okay. I'm fine with this. Because I can actually go into my Mew on this thing. And I can set up on this. and then I can go back into my Kyurem, and I can win. I can even Baton Pass into Suicune, and Suicune does a lot to his team too. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go directly into Mew. I want to see how much damage his Power Gem or Sludge Wave is going to do, whatever he chooses to go for. He went for his own Stealth Rocks. Okay, that's not bad at all for me. Part of me wants to fire off a Psyshock then. Part of me really wants to fire off a Psyshock. Because the only thing that can really take it is Pinsir. Even then, it's taking 32% min from it. Zygarde's taking 46. I think firing with Psyshock right here is my best play, because anything he wants to go into, I can 2-hit KO. Raichu's taking 54%. I'm gonna click Psyshock right here. If he stays in, I will kill him. Cool, this thing is actually about to die. And what's awesome is, so next turn, well, it didn't, it's going to die after the next Psyshock. What's really cool is the fact that I can take a Volt Switch from this thing. Like a non-boosted Volt Switch, it should be doing 16 to 20%. I can actually take an Aerial 8 boosted return from Mega Pinsir after this. So I'm just going to click Psyshock right here. I clicked Thunderbolt. What did it do? 207 to 134. 73 damage. So he was definitely Choice Specs, I think. Yep, he was Choice Specs and he got a serious low roll. However, I am at 146 versus Mega. I'm at 146. I'm at 70%, and Jolly, because he has to be Jolly for Darm, and Kyurem for that matter. Return, yep, Return is doing 68% maximum. So I'm going to click Psyshock here to prevent him from... Psyshock is doing 28 to 34. You know, put him at about 50%. I'm going to click Psyshock because if he wants to set up SDs in my face, if he wants to set up to like +4, I can actually click Water Shuriken and kill him after 2 of them. So it'll put him at about 25%, and I only need 2 hits for that. So I'm going to click Psyshock until my Mew dies. I know it's really risky. However, I'm willing to take that risk. Because Nihilego isn't going to be able to take out... He clicks Double Edge. I don't think I can take a Double Edge. Ooh! Oh yeah! That was nice. That was nice. The bad part is, I definitely can't take anything else. My Zapdos does have a good time. Because I am Chardy Berry, I can get some good damage off on the Nihilego. It'll take 27 to 36. And 2 hits of Water Shuriken. I'm sorry, 3 hits is doing 48 to 58. We'll be taking 25% to rocks plus that 25. He'll be right at 50, so I'll need to roll, but I'm gonna click Psyshock again. I don't want him to set up in my face expecting me to switch out. Like, him taking this little bit of recoil is worth it. And now I get to go into my Gren, and I'm going to click Water Shuriken. Kill this thing before he even gets any damage off of my Greninja. So that way late game, if I know like what set his Nihilego is. Click Water Shuriken right here. And that goes down. So now it kind of depends on what he goes into. Actually, no, it doesn't. No matter what, after this, I'm pretty sure I'm going to go into Suicune. Zygarde 10%, 3 hits of Water Shuriken does 44 to 58. Good boy. Okay, that's Doggo. Okay, so this is actually really good that he went into this thing first. For a couple different reasons. By switching into my Suicune right here. Suicune versus Zygarde. Choice Banded Outrage does a max roll of 50. Thousand Arrows does a max roll of 38. So if I switch into my my Suicune right here, I will instantly know what set he is. If he has Dragon Dance and Dragon Dance is in my face, I'm going to click Roar on him to force him into his Nihilego, so he's not able to sweep me with Extreme Speed. I can live in Extreme Speed with my what's it called? You know what I'm talking about. My Gren. So seeing what set he is right here is really important. If he clicks Dragon Dance right now, it's not the end of the world. It's really not, because I can click Roar, I can click Scald. He used 1,000 arrows. I'm at 182. 182 to 103. 2. It's at 87. To 49. That did exactly 38%. So that was a very high roll for it. For Choice Banded. So I can kill this thing with an Ice Beam. Or Surf, like Choice Spec Surf. Scald on this thing is doing 37%, which instantly puts him in range of the Surf. And he shouldn't be able to sweep me late game with Power Gem. Because I have, unless he's, oof, man. Nihilego is just so scary late game. I'm going to click Scald. Hopefully I get a burn. If I can get a burn right here, I can protect up on this thing and it's not even an issue. Nope, I don't get a burn. So I'm at 46. At 22%, there's no way that even after Protect I'm going to live it. Trying to think. I think this is going to come down to rolls with Water Shuriken. I definitely think it's going to come down to rolls with Water Shuriken. I'm at 58%. So I'm at 58 HP. So I'm at 28. We get 24 versus... Or no, I'll be at 14. Power Gem is doing 33 max. Yeah, I have to stay in and click Scald. I probably should have sacked off my Kyurem to this thing clicking 1,000 arrows. Choice Spec Surf does 84 to 101. Or to Nihilego to it's doing 86 to 102 to this thing. I do still have my Charty Berry on my Zapdos. I'm going to click Choice Spec Surf and kill this thing. Now, Zapdos, strike twice versus Nihilego. I can still live the Power Gem with my Zapdos after Stealth Rocks if he gets to +1. And then that'll put him, like, the Thunderbolt is doing 27 to 32. That'll put him right at range for 3 hits for Water Shuriken. So that is going to be my goal. Sack off my Kyurem. He's going to click Power Gem right here. It's his best play. If he doesn't, I will be shocked. He clicked Sludge Bomb. Okay. I'm gonna click my Z move just in case he, like, chokes or something. Sludge Bomb does 74.6 max at +1 to my spread of Zapdos. So I can guarantee live this Sludge Bomb. If he clicks Power Gem, I'll know he's not Scarfed, and I can just click Surf against this thing, and I don't have to risk the rolls with Water Shuriken. I'm at 148. The max this can do is 147. And the max Power Gem can do is 130. Like, legit, this is mine. I'm going to click Thunderbolt. Click Power Gem. Note he clicks Sludge Bomb. I can live this, guaranteed. This is not a roll, and I do live it. He does get the poison, which is still fine. If I could get the Thunderbolt Power right here, like, that'd be pretty cool too. But it puts him below 50%. Now, Greninja, buddy. Specs Water Shuriken. If I can get 3 hits, it does 48 min. Gren, I need you to not pull a Merc. Please get me 3 hits so I can go to bed happy. Please. I'm clicking Water Shuriken. Please get 3 hits. Please get 3 hits. 1, 2. Yes! And there we go. There we go. That was an awesome game. That was such a close game. Holy shit. Gren picked up what? 1, 2. Gren picked up 4 kills that game. Holy shit. That was absolutely amazing. GG, my dude. That was fucking amazing. Yeah, that game was absolutely amazing. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to go down to the links down below. You will see Will's links down there. You'll see Reddithin's links down there. You also see Lars, because I was supposed to play him too, but because I worked so late, I didn't get a chance to. But that game was absolutely amazing. A 1-0 loss and a 1-0 win, I can definitely deal with that. If he didn't have Roar on his Vaporeon, or if I clicked my Z move, I probably would have 6-0'd him, but he had his Nihilego to live any 1 hit. So, either way, I still think I played the game correctly. I'm really enjoying this season, but I hope you guys did enjoy, and I will hopefully see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.